G'day Paul, I just want to do this last drill for you. I was going to do something slightly different, but just read your email, so sounds great that you're getting the position at the top of your swing right. And I imagine that you would have had problems with your takeaway. That's why this little drill here is going to be really important to you, to get the club working away without your hands getting involved in it. Now I would keep working on that one. Now I'll add another drill to it so it'll help you get the right plane as you mentioned, and get that wrist cock right. The problem in the backswing at the moment, when we swing the club, our wrists should go up and down like that and then have some forearm rotation. What's happening is you're like a fishtail. Your wrists are going this way and then that way through the ball. We want them going more up and down. So in other words, that's this motion. Up and down, and then there's going to be a slight rotation of a forearm like that to get the shaft angle. Okay? Now in your swing, what you'll be doing is doing this with your wrists. So if I set up here with the playing board as a reference point, in your backswing, you're going like this with your hands straight away, which is typical because that's that arm going around your pec muscle to get around that. So that's why we need to do this drill first, to get that pec muscle out of the way. Then we start to cock our wrists. Okay, so I would continue working on this one. This is going to be a hard grind for you. However, what I want you to understand is this second part, so it will help you cock your wrist properly, and I bet you a light will go on when I explain that to you. So what I want you to do is see the shaft here. That's the same angle I've got there as the swing plane board. So think of it this way. If I was to get a sledgehammer and if that was a stake, and if I was to swing this way and hit down on the stake that way, it wouldn't go in the ground, it would just fall over. So what I need to do is hit it on an angle. So what I want you to do is just imagine you've got an axe or a sledgehammer or something and you're going to hit that down into the ground. That's exactly how we would use our wrists in our golf swing. Now you already know how to do that, so you can do it like that. The problem is, in your golf swing, you've taught yourself to do this because of that compensation. You haven't got your chest out of the way. So the key for you, being a bow, is to get that chest out of the way. Now you can get your arms into a position where you can cock your wrist properly here. So you don't want to go cocking your wrists early, which is, you know, the old Ledbetter thing where they talk about pre-setting it and then swinging it away. That's great if you're a Tiger model, but you're not. So it can be detrimental to bears, and that's what we'll see so often. Ray Foy, classic example. You see most of the bears, have a look at most of the bear models, and they'll all have some sort of movement going this way if they don't get their chest out of the way. So that's the key for the bears. Get their chest out of the way, and then you can use your wrist properly. So what I want you to do is keep doing this drill here. Get that feeling that you're going away. Now, think of that shaft. Put that shaft in the ground on the same angle as your setup position. I've got a 7-iron here, so every angle is going to be different. With your driver being a longer shaft, it's going to be more out there. So that shaft is going to be in the ground at this angle here. So with the 7-iron, there's my angle there. As I work the chest away, I've got it into about an 8 o'clock position. Then I want you to just imagine you're going to hit that shaft in the ground, going up and down this way, not this way, and nor will it be around here. Because as you get back, you'll notice that you're in this position, your shaft plane's too flat. So the other thing is, once you've done that, this was the drill I was originally going to show you. Whereas if we were to just stick the shaft in the end of the 7-iron here and swing back, we want that pointing at the target line as we go halfway back. Yours will be out here, and that comes from the early set. As you now start to turn, you can see that shaft angle isn't right, or the plane angle isn't right, and this wrist is too flat. For you, you're going to have it more cupped. So that's that position there, in that sense there, with a little bit of forearm rotation. It'll get you your shaft plane. So two things. Work on this one again, keep working on that one, and that's great. Get your chest out of the way. and that will then allow you to cock your wrists up and get into that position at the top of your swing. As you said, you're getting more consistency there. The contact, I would say, is just a case of timing. I can show you a little trick for that, but I'd imagine once you sort of get more used to this position here, your contact will improve by getting back onto your left side. Then the second aspect of this is just going back, get the chest out of the way. Once you're in that position, then cock your wrist and put a shaft in the ground at that same angle and get a feeling that you're just hitting that stake in the ground like an axe or a sledgehammer or something like that. As you do that, you'll get a feeling that your wrists are going in a different angle than what they used to, and they'll go up and down on your swing plane. So if I'm above the swing plane board here, as we turn the chest away, you can see I'm still parallel to that swing plane board, go up and down, and I'm going to cock my wrist this way and just put that stake in the ground as if you're going to hit that into the ground, and instinctively you'll know what angle to put it on then, rather than trying to manipulate it in any way. So if you think of it just as a sledgehammer, hitting that sledgehammer in the ground, it's the same thing. The only difference is I'm turning side on, I've got my feet side on, and I'm going to feel that same thing up and down, and now you'll get your hands in a much better position. From there, you just keep them going up because you've already turned your body, and you'll get them in that position there. That's the top of your swing. Away you go back down. I'd imagine you're just getting stuck on your back foot. That's why your contact isn't so good. So also when you're out playing, you're going to be thinking of your swing. You're probably not going to play your best. So ideally, when we're out on the course, we don't want to be thinking about swing changes or anything. Just get the feeling in the practice swing and then go and commit to the shot. Think about the target. That's more an advanced strategy I can show you about more down the track. But don't think too much about your swing, what you're doing with your swing mechanics when you're standing over the ball hitting the shot. Just think ball on target. Worry about your swing mechanics on the range or in the net is a great example, a great place to practice it because you're not worrying too much about what the ball's doing. Alright, I'll shoot that one through and let us know how you go.